Are hospitals using the right thresholds to determine if glucose levels are dangerously low? A study investigates. The CAP Foundation offers a grant for research and development training, and a CAP member will be honored for distinguished service.
This recognition is especially meaningful to me because the CAP is my professional home, and it has been ever since I was a second-year resident and I first started to get involved with the CAP.
These stories and more coming up next. This is Path News Network Daily Edition from the College of American Pathologists. I'm Nancy Johnson. It's Friday, August 7th. Hospitals and laboratories are inconsistent in what threshold they use to determine whether a patient's glucose levels are life-threatening. That's according to a new study in the CAP's Archives of Pathology and Laboratory Medicine. Researchers at the University of California, Davis set out to investigate how so-called critical limits for glucose levels are applied across the U.S. Their study of more than 400 hospitals found geographic inconsistencies and poor alignment with consensus clinical recommendations. For example, the hospital study reported a median critical limit for low glucose of 50 milligrams per deciliter, even though patients can get confused or even pass out when glucose falls below 54 milligrams per deciliter. The authors suggest all hospitals set a critical limit at 54 or above. Pathology residents looking for hands-on diagnostics R&D experience can apply to participate in a 4-week training program at Ventana Medical Systems in Tucson, Arizona. The CAP Foundation's Translational Diagnostics Advanced Training Grant will provide funding up to $5,000 for travel and living expenses. Participants will learn how Ventana develops novel histopathology assays and can choose from program options including R&D innovation, scientific and clinical affairs, digital pathology and whole slide imaging, platform and instrumentation developments, and/or tissue sample management. The grant is open to residents in a pathology program who have completed at least 1 year of residency. For more information, go to foundation.cap.org. Every year, the CAP honors members who go above and beyond in their service to the pathology community and the CAP itself. Dr. Bobby Pritt is one of the recipients of this year's CAP Distinguished Service Award, which she'll receive at CAP 26 in Las Vegas in October. Dr. Pritt is the director of the Clinical Parasitology Laboratory in the Mayo Clinic's Department of Laboratory Medicine and Pathology.
I was a second-year resident when I applied for a CAP Foundation Informatics Travel Award, which I received and also received the following year. And that allowed me to go to an informatics conference where I met a lot of people through the CAP. Many of those people I'm still in touch with today, so it was an outstanding experience. And then shortly after that, I got on my first CAP committee as a junior member.
Since then, Dr. Pritt has served in many roles at the CAP, including chair of the Council on Scientific Affairs, chair of the Information Technology Leadership Committee, and on the CAP Board of Governors. Notably, during the COVID pandemic, Dr. Pritt chaired the CAP Microbiology Committee, where she helped lead the effort to develop proficiency tests for laboratories introducing new assays related to the pandemic.
I would say that there are a lot of different ways to get involved with the CAP, and they provide an outstanding experience. Applying to serve on councils and committees is just one way. Also, serving through the House of Delegates is another. And then there's also the potential to serve on short-term project teams. There are many, many opportunities. So I think to begin is just to reach out and find out what might be available.
And because Dr. Pritt is a world expert on parasitology, we asked her for an update on the Cyclospora breakout.
The Cyclospora cases continue to be high in the United States. It does look like a potential source of the infection that was seen in Michigan has been identified, although not definitively confirmed. But people continue to be sickened by this parasite, and other cases have been detected outside of Michigan. So there's the possibility that there may be more than one source of the parasite coming into the U.S. responsible for these outbreaks.
Dr. Pritz said the 2 recent deaths linked to Cyclospora were in patients who had medical conditions that predisposed them to serious infection. But she said everyone should remain on guard. That's all for today. See the show notes for more information on today's stories. And if you've got a story to share, write to us at stories@cap.org. We're back Monday at 5 a.m. Eastern for another episode of the Daily Edition. I'm Nancy Johnson. Have a great weekend.